Hello, I'm shooting this video on Indomaji, Gungalita and 1 Year Country, and by the Nicholson River, which is now, I know you can't see from there, but it's actually much lower than the last time I was here, which was completely up and impassable. So you couldn't get, the road is just there, you couldn't get across. And you haven't been able to get across for about, 4 or 5 months. What I wanted to talk about today, so we just had a really good session with some folks here, and I think one of the things that I'm going to be talking a little bit more explicitly about is the idea of starting out your business journey. If you've never been in business, if you have you don't really know other people in business like you have, but you have an idea. I want to start talking more explicitly about being a hobbyist first. So what that means is, in practice, you have your main source of income. There's less reporting, so you have your main source of income and everything's kind of normal. But as a hobbyist, there's no reporting requirements or limited reporting requirements. Some things you will be able to do and not be able to do, like if you have to get insurance, you probably have to have an ABN. So there are things that you won't be able to take up as a hobbyist, but there's less reporting. And I think as you're starting out, if you are really, really new to business, and if you don't necessarily have yet, because everything is learnable, if you don't have access to technology and computers and are able to, there's a whole bunch of stuff you have to do when you're a formal business. And I just think I want to focus a little bit more on that. And I know that in our programs, it's always about business ownership, because business ownership. So when we grow businesses, and I think I've posted about this before, I'll have to go through my videos that I've published before, but when we're talking about business ownership, we're talking about, there's an underlying assumption that we're talking about growth, that we're talking about, because growth leads to employment opportunities, and employment means people have jobs. So that's one of the reasons why we grow. For us as a business, for IM, we could easily have just kept going as a creative agency, just contracting people. And I know a lot of people do that, and that's fine, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for those businesses, you're not necessarily talking, there's a lot more work involved in having employees. And so, but in terms of the economy, in terms of society, and in terms of building community and building community capacity, I think employees are what we try to grow. So try to give opportunities to people to have a job, because unfortunately, or it's just the way it is, if you don't have a job, you're less likely to be able to take out a home loan to buy a house. You're less likely, there's things you can't do with the job. There's assumptions. So it's all about, again, I really should write these things down before I start talking. But it's about, there's always these assumptions. Like business, the programs we deliver are all about business growth, business startups, and then business growth, because the underlying assumption of that is growing businesses bring economic opportunities. The assumption is economic opportunities bring social advantages like healthcare and all that kind of stuff, and then the assumption is that jobs and employment bring a sense of stability to that allows you to do things like buy homes and that kind of stuff. So, and more. So, but I just feel like, I get really nervous when we talk about in our training, start a business. It's like, hold on a second. There's a responsibility that comes with starting a business. You've got to, if you're going to, it's not as simple as just getting an ABN and suddenly you're in business. It's actually a whole bunch of other reporting things that you need to do. So I get really, so and on this week I've said to people, no, you need to be a hobbyist. And at some point down the track, as you learn, as you grow, and as you become to understand conceptually how it works, this concept, this idea, which is just the craziest thing, that you are here and your business is here. You're two separate entities. You know, your business is like another person. It's like this thing that you've given birth to, or this thing that you do. Your business is earning money. That's not your money. Like those conceptual things that can take a while for people to get, and it's certainly for me as well. You know, I mean, I'm in that boat. And as a hobbyist, what you certainly can be doing is tracking your expenses, tracking your pricing, tracking your cost of goods sold, so that when you do finally decide to become a business owner, you're ready. You're ready. And so the objective then is to teach yourself all of the things that you need to do for when you become a business owner. I know, and I talk about a lot about this in other, you know, like get yourself because you don't have to do everything all at once. Get yourself like a big piece of string or a big piece of a booklet, or make a table that says 0 to 48, and that's 48 months or 36 months. For the first 12 months, I'm just going to be a hobbyist. Then the next 12 months, I'm going to do something else. And then the next 12 months after that, I'm going to do something else. You don't have to do everything at all at once. You don't have to, no one's born fully formed. We take baby steps along the way, and that's, yeah. So that's what I'm thinking about. It's beautiful, isn't it? Let's have a look. So that there be crocs in that there water. Just go around here. The road is just over there. The road is over there. So it's now, that's the weir. Just there, just there is the weir. You can see there, which is still under quite a bit. And then the road is just over there. So absolutely beautiful. I'm so honoured to be here and so grateful. Grateful for the opportunity to be here and humbled. It's and in in winter it's gorgeous. I flew out on Sunday, and it's Sunday morning I was freezing, and then I got to Cairns Sunday night. Went for a swim on Sunday night in a pool, crazy, and then Monday morning flew out here, and I've not worn a jumper since. I did put a scarf on this morning because I was sitting in the shade, so I did have a scarf on, but I was like, oh, it's a bit nippy, but no jumper. I'm wearing Birkies, no thongs, no, not clothes and shoes. It's a complete opposite of Brisbane right now, so absolutely beautiful. So that's it.